Hello, welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. I thought I'd do some more context behind this Beef Bros business. That sounds weird, doesn't it? Beef Bros business. Beef Bros is a comic book, a revolutionary comic book for leftists with superheroes, apparently. I did a video on it, I'll leave it above. And it's by a chap called Aubrey Sitterson. Now, I did that video and a lot of people legit thought it was a parody. Because it should be, shouldn't it? It's not a parody. We've got the aspirational leftist superhero comic. This is the trailer. We'll take a look at that in a second. But I thought I was going to do it in the video, but it just got too long. It's like 13 minutes long. But let's take a look through his Twitter. You'll see this guy is not, I repeat, not a parody. He basically is, but he's not. He, him, brother. I write all them good-looking comics. Yeah. And this chap, essentially supports Antifa. Just again, everything that you think like a far left would support. This is what that chap does. So again, it's not a parody. I repeat, it is not a parody. It comes from the same vein as Marvel making Snowflake and Safe Space, right? Do you remember that thing? Snowflake and Safe Space? Do you remember? With the internet gas? If you hear that, if you hadn't heard about it, and you're probably going to go, what? No, that's a meme, isn't it? That's a parody. No, they legit made superheroes called Snowflake and Safe Space. It's from that same vein. So I thought we could take a look at the trailer. Thought we'd just react to it together. Because my God, is it something else. Like, it really is. Also, Aubrey, mate, whoever did your camera work on this and the editing, fire them, because they're terrible.
Brothers, sisters, and gender resistors, my name is Aubrey Sitterson.
Gender resistors. Okay. I've got nothing wrong with it. It's just interesting that's what you jump in with there, mate.
Writer and co-creator of the leftist superhero comic, Beef Bros.
He looks high whilst doing this.
Bro.
I love superheroes. The bigger, the brighter, the beefier, the better. Thing is, while superheroes began as something beautiful and pure.
Okay, so this is his whole shtick. Just wait for this. Wait for this. Superheroes began as something beautiful and pure. Wait for this.
Incredible individuals using their strengths and talents to uplift and inspire.
What's with this Dutch angle? Seriously, mate, what are you doing? Oh, have I got to do this, have I now? To have a good watch of this, I've got to do this. I've got to break my neck. Mate, stop with the Dutch angles, right? It's not Batman. Fucking Michael whatever.
Regular folks. Yeah. Superheroes have long since devolved into something else entirely.
So remember, they started out as pure. They've devolved now into something else entirely. Super
cops.
It's not a parody. It's not a parody. I repeat, guys, it's not a parody. It's not.
The embodiment of centrist law and order.
Centrist law and order. I'm telling you now, it's not a parody. This is genuinely what this is. He's not. This is who he is.
And even outright reactionary politics.
No.
Superheroes are reactionary politics. As far as I can see, all the superhero things out there are all left-wing at the moment. Batgirl in the new Batwoman comic is gone join Antifa on a BLM march. What is he smoking? We've got Bruce Lee, Bruce Wayne, the half like Hong Kong Chinese version of Bruce Bruce Wayne in the Gotham High. Like, what are you on about, mate?
To make matters worse, to add insult to injury.
I like the fact that it says dad because he didn't enunciate properly. It's to add, but he went dad. Insult to injury.
Most of the most popular superheroes are owned by colossal megacorporations.
Oh, that would just be terrible, wouldn't it? That'd be awful. Oh, it'd just be terrible that, you know, they own them.
That pay creators, the people who invented these superheroes, a mere pittance.
Pittance. I love the YouTube's closed captions reading is hilarious. He's right. Like, he's got a good point. Yeah, mega corporations which pay them bad stuff is not good at all. But your whole thing, you're coming from a communist perspective, because that's what you are, Aubrey, mate. You're a communist. Your characters of the Beef Bros, those massive bodybuilders, wouldn't be able to be bodybuilders. Like, bodybuilding takes a lot of money. You've got to eat a lot of food, mate.
I'm talking pennies. Fortunately, there's a solution. I give to you
salvation.
I give to you a testimonial. I give to you Beef Bros.
Beef Bros.
In your communist world, these guys wouldn't be able to exist, mate. They wouldn't exist.
Look at that art. Look at those bros. Look at that beef.
It's a bit disconcerting that he glances down towards his crotch area whilst he says that, isn't it? And it's very apt and hilarious that YouTube's closed caption says brief. I think you were looking at their briefs, mate. It's very weird and homoerotic.
The Beef Bros.
Not that there's anything wrong with that. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Just out and out state what it is.
A couple of happy-go-lucky bodybuilders helping out their communities, not through any kind of complicated theorizing, but instead in accordance with that one true, inviolable, moral, and ethical imperative. You can help someone. You do it. They don't.
Right. That works, doesn't it, right? If you can help someone, do it. And I think most people live by that. But look what he then follows it up with. He's an absolute nutcase.
Waste time beating up on criminals.
No, they don't waste time on criminals. No. Guess who they waste their time on?
No. They take the fight to the real villains. I'm talking about sadistic cops, greedy landlords, and even a couple of bootlicking rival superheroes, all while embodying egalitarian ideals of empowerment and mutual aid. Plus, Beef Bros looks.
It's very weird, isn't it, that voice came in and went like, aid. I expect like an S to appear on the end. Like, it's all very, very weird. Seems to be a lot of subtext going on here.
Bodacious. Colors by Fico Ossio, letters by Taylor Esposito, and artwork by my co-creator and brother in beef, Tyrell Cannon. I'm gonna get a quick set in. Brother Tyrell, testify.
I've run a half a dozen successful Kickstarter campaigns, all of which came in on time and under budget. So you can pledge with confidence that you'll get the entire 32-page first issue of Beef Brothers by April of 2021. But to make that happen, I gotta get back to drawing.
Amen, brother. Beef Bros is a book that the big publishers would never, ever touch.
Yes, they would. That's all that comics are at the moment.
And that, my fine feathered friends, is why we need your support to make it happen. So pledge early, pledge often, and pledge generously.
Don't pledge for this, what you doing?
Then, go tell everyone. I'm talking about family, friends, frenemies, even your enemies. Tell them about Beef Bros.
I'll tell you what, I wonder if he'll get a flag that I've watched his video. Because normally copyright will flag up. And he's saying tell even your enemies about Beef Bros. If you get this flag, mate, and you copyright claim this video, that'll be quite funny, won't it? Huh. I kind of want to see whether he does now.
Let them know what we're doing here. Because once we hit our goals, once we hit our stretch goals, we're gonna do exactly what the Beef Bros themselves would do. Give everyone working on the book raises and get started on the next bombastic issue of Beef Bros right now.
I repeat, this is not a parody. This is how this man is.
Now, more than ever, we need gonzo, action-packed, eye-searing, aspirational superhero comics. We need Beef Bros.
Again, this is not a parody.
We're gonna make it happen. Together.
It's awful. The editing is awful. The Dutch angles is awful. I cannot. And yes, I disliked it, and so should you. I cannot. And I have to keep repeating this. I cannot stress it enough. This is not a parody. This is the new Safe Space and Snowflake. Full woke. Unbelievably so.